Hello, welcome to the training video for Order to Pay Commission, or OTPC. The OTPC will be taking the place of commission disbursement authorizations and will no longer be needing the paper form. We are now going to be processing this digitally. So let's go ahead and get into the process. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the transaction department and we'll be able to help you. Let's begin. Go ahead and go to your sales as you would recreating any new transaction, just as you normally would. We're going to go ahead and create a sale. We will not be attaching this to an MLS listing, so we'll go ahead and enter manually. Make sure you always fill in all asterisk fields. That is the only way to move on to the next step. Scroll on down here and put our amounts. Now this is your contract date, so your contract date is the date the contract is finalized, so we will put today. This is your escrow date. It is very important that escrow date is accurate since all of our information to escrow is based on this escrow date. If your close of escrow date does cancel, or does change, feel free to go and edit this. You can change this at any time. It is very important you always make sure that this is an accurate date. Let's go ahead and go to the next field. And this is our agent field. We are representing the buyer. I'm going to go ahead and put in the other agent, which will be our test agent. The next screen is our client screen. If you have worked with these clients before, you will search for them here. If not, you will go ahead and create new clients. I'm going to put in my test clients for ease of the video. Next is our referral screen. The referral screen is an important screen in the order to pay commission process. No longer is this screen used for only agent referrals. You will also be using the referral screen to make any additional deductions from your gross commission, such as transaction coordinating or home warranty or a termite. Anything you will be paying out of your commission needs to be entered in this section, unless it is a HomeSmart transaction fee. That will go on another field. So this is the screen you will make for any transaction coordinator. I'm going to use transaction coordinator as our example. Now, if I have entered my transaction coordinator in the system before, I can go ahead and search for them. Since this will be my first transaction, using them as a referral or deduction, quote unquote, I'm going to go ahead and create them. So my TC's name is Mary Smith. Mary Smith works, my fictional TC, works for number 1 TC service. I'm going to go ahead and put in Mary Smith's information here. Now this name and this phone number and email address is for your own benefit. If you do not have to make it accurate, if you do not want to, you can just fill it in with generic information like I did. Now, the brokerage section is the most important. The brokerage section is what escrow will be cutting the check to. So since Mary Smith is from the number 1 TC service, Mary Smith's checks get made out to number 1 TC service. So I will be entering number 1 TC service here. If Mary Smith's checks get made out to Mary Smith, then her name will be, you would have to enter her name here as well. You will always need a brokerage here since this is what the system recognizes as the check needs to be made out to. So let's go ahead and make sure we fill in all of our fields. Once again, this information is for your benefit. It does not have to be accurate. It could just be something to hold the place so you can go ahead and get past this section. Now this might seem like a tedious process, but remember you do not have to do this every time. Most people use the same TC or the same warranty company, so you can go ahead and enter it once. It'll always be saved in the system and you just need to search them. So let's go ahead and save, and she should pop up. So Mary Smith is now going to be assigned to my section, to my side of the transaction, since Mary Smith will be paid from my commission. Let's go ahead and go to the next screen. Our next screen will be our vendor, which is escrow. going to enter Power Escrow since they are my #1 escrow service. And they will be entered on both sides of the transaction. Next will be our commission screen. This is also known as our order to pay commission screen. So this is what is now called, what is going to be utilized as our new digital CDA. Instead of filling out the paper form, you will be filling this out for the deductions that are needed out of your gross commission. What is nice about this OTPC screen is you can either enter as a percentage out of the commission or you can enter a flat fee. For ease of the video, I'm going to do a flat fee of $5,000. The next box you see is a referral for Mary Smith. So, Mary Smith is our TC. She is getting $500. That is the fee you will be paying her, or whatever you've worked out with your TC. Once we go down, it brings our side net commission to $4,500. You will go ahead and enter your new quote-unquote gross commission of $4,500. This gross commission is your new total after all your referrals have been subtracted. Now let's continue to go down to the breakdown. Next will be, this field is not needed. The next field is your credit to buyer or seller. If you are going to give your buyer a credit, you will go ahead and enter it here. I'm going to give my buyers a $100 credit, and I can put a note. I'm going to say cleaning service. There, you do not have to put a note in, it's just an option that the system gives you. The next screen is your total fees, the next box is your total fees to HomeSmart. This box you cannot edit. You cannot make changes to your fees. That is something that is done on our side of the system. If this fee is accurate, then there's no need to worry. There are some transaction fees that do not populate correctly because of the plans in the system. If this is true, you can leave special instructions here. Let's say my transaction fee is $7.95. You can add that note to us, so when we process your order to pay commission, we will go ahead and make those changes. If you are in a plan where your second transaction has a different fee than your first transaction of the month, you can go ahead and type in second transaction of month. This will alert us to go ahead and check the records and make sure your transaction fee is accurately entered. Let's go ahead, and this looks like everything is good on this, so we will go ahead and go to the next screen. This is where you can order any services needed. We'll go ahead and just save our changes. Now our transaction has been entered successfully. It's taking us to go ahead and upload documents. Make sure you need to have documents uploaded within 24 hours of creation of this transaction so that the system will not delete your transaction. Now we are going to fast forward a few weeks from now. We have created our transaction, we have uploaded our documents, we are in the midst of our transaction. Escrow is needing our commission instructions and our breakdown. So we're going to go ahead and start that. You will need to send your commission instructions from escrow to signature@homesmartsd.com. That is our signature email address. Once the signature email address receives your commission instructions, they will go ahead and go into your file and they will process your order to pay commission. They will go into that distribution screen that we saw before and accurately calculate your numbers and make sure everything is right. They will then process the signature on that commission instructions and email that back to you. They will also then send an alert that they have processed your order to pay commission. You will receive an email from the system alerting you of the order to pay commission, and you will also be able to go into your home screen here in Real Smart Agent and see the approve your commission box. Once you get this, you will need to view your commission instructions. Go ahead and click this, and it'll take you to your order to pay commission instruction screen. This is what will be sent to escrow to accurately distribute your check. So as you can see, this has all the information for your file. It has your file number, the escrow information, your property address, seller and buyer, sale price, and close of escrow date. If you scroll down farther, you can see that it'll have total commission amount here. It'll have the breakdown that was entered in the system. So this is my take-home amount, my commission amount, the amount going to be cut to number 1 TC service, and the check being made out to HomeSmart Realty West. If this looks accurate to you, there is no changes that need to be made. You can go ahead, pop in back to your Real Smart Agent home screen and hit approve. Once it hits your approve, that OTPC, this OTPC, will be sent to escrow along with the commission instructions you send to them that have been processed by the broker, and escrow will cut your checks according to this OTPC. Now, the new process for commission instructions is you, the agent, are responsible to get the signed commission instructions to escrow. You're also responsible to make sure it is uploaded into the system. If there is an issue with your order to pay commission and you do not think that numbers are accurate, you can go ahead and edit that screen. Once you edit, it'll take you back to your distribution, your original order to pay commission screen during the setup process, and you can make the appropriate changes needed. Let's say it did not take my buyer credit for some reason, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back in, and the whole process starts over again once you save all changes. Once again, it'll be sent to alert the signature email address. They will process your order to pay commission. You will get the approved notification once again. You will go into approve. If it is accurate, then you will go ahead and approve, and it'll be sent to escrow. So that should be all there is about the order to pay commission. It is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. We completely understand. In the long run, this will benefit everyone involved. So I feel free to if you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to the transaction department. We will go ahead and help you as much as we can. And thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.